Today we get to drive this 1969 Chevy Nova. This thing sounds awesome. It's riding on a set of billet specialty chrome rims that are all polished up with VFG tires on it. Great tires all the way around. It's got four-wheel disc brakes. They're Willwood disc brake system all the way around on it. Comes equipped with power brakes, power steering. The motor's got tons of dyno sheets. This car is set up for nitrous. The nitrous is in the trunk. Previous owner never used it or hooked it up that way, but it was hooked up when it was on the dyno. So there is dyno sheets with nitrous and dyno sheets without. I remember right, it's in the mid threes without nitrous and over 400 horse with. So maybe 4 1/4 horse with the nitrous and 350, 375, something like that without. So, but I do have all those dyno sheets that'll come with the car. So does have power steering, four-wheel power disc brakes, aluminum heads, headers, a new Optima battery in it. Engine compartment looks great. As far as the inner fenders are all painted, the motor's awesome in it. Bottom of the hood is not detailed. It's original under there. All original paint under the bottom of the hood. As far as the inner fenders go, that white paint is older also. I'm guessing it's original. If this, I didn't check and see if this was originally a white car, but if it was originally a white car, the inner fenders and the inside of the trunk and door jambs are original paint. This car's got a fantastic muscle car stance, a great dual exhaust sound. We put brand new bumpers on the front and rear. The rest of the trim, as far as around the headlight and stuff goes, that trim has all been replaced as well. The grille is new. I mean, you look at the front end of this car and it's just fantastic. Marker lights are new. Hood gap on the passenger side is fantastic from front to back. Really nice even gap. Fits nice across the top of the hood. Now this paint on this car has been repainted once and it's older, so it does have some chips and some stuff like that along the bottom edge, and I'll point that out. It does have a little cracking on the paint on the rear trunk lid area, but right now I'm standing 5 foot from the car and it looks fantastic. Like I said, all the bumpers in the front and rear are new. As we go across the front fender, passenger side, we have some chip paint right down here, down low. All nice and solid, no rust, no bubbles in that lower fender. That's great shape. Same thing with the rocker, guys. The inner rocker and rocker is excellent, but it does have some paint chips and stuff on that rocker back here. Gives you a good look, up close look of the brakes and those front wheels. I really like the wheel selection on this car. It has 235/40 18s on it. Really nice even front door gap. Door handles original, so we do have some little pitting there. Door gap on the back's nice and even. Here's the chips on the rocker panel. No rust though. We do have a tiny little blister right here. Just a couple little paint chips here where there's just a little bit of surface rust from a paint chip. Over the wheel well looks good. Behind the wheel well looks good. Dual exhaust comes out right here, like where it's supposed to. As far as the undercarriage on the car, floors, frame, trunk, drop down extensions, all that look great. You're going to see those pictures on our website, coyoteclassics.com. Back bumper's new. Rear tail lights do have a little bit of yellowing to the chrome there. That's the original chrome and stuff still. Still looks good, but it's not perfect anymore. Nice and smooth gap over here. Same thing on this side. If we look close, right here in this area, we do have some spider webbing of the paint right up here. The roof looks clean. We have a couple little tiny dings here in the roof. There's one here and one here. Very small. Other than that, the passenger side and everything looks great. It's got tinted glass on the side. The glass looks great from what I can see. Don't see any major scratches in the glass. As we open up the passenger door, the passenger corner of the door is perfect. No body filler there, no previous repair. Door panel appears to be original. It's in excellent shape, and so is the armrest and base. Dash pad is great as well. No cracks or anything in the dash pad. The paint on the black on the dash is in really nice shape. It's got a Hirsch 4-speed shifter with the factory console and gauges. It does have R1 racing sport seats. They're super comfortable. They fit your back really nicely. It does have the 5-point harnesses. If you want to take them out, put different seat belts in, you're more than welcome to. It does have factory seat belts for 3 people in the back. As far as our back seat goes, the back seat's all original and it looks to be in really good shape. The back area there has 6x9s in it. In the back shelf, it's got an LED brand new dome light in it, new headliner it looks like. That's in excellent shape. They did a really nice job on that. The seats move forward and back, they recline. Like I said, they're very comfortable, nice bucket seats, beautiful console, beautiful dash pad, everything's really nice in there. New scuff plates as well, new carpet. Got another hot day in Iowa today. Motor sounds great. It's got a little cam to it. Look up and down the sides, passenger and driver sides, both nice and straight. It's got that nice muscle car wide car stance. Don't see any bubbles or blisters in the lower quarter. All looks good. We got a little bit of, there's like 5 little paint checks right here in a line. On the wheel well, we have just a little tiny paint imperfection right here. In front of the wheel, no bubbles or blisters, all solid. Lower doors in great shape. Right down here, we've got some paint chipping. You can see some surface rust. Just surface rust. Sounds nice and nice solid metal. If this car doesn't sell, I'm definitely thinking about, I got a Super Sport hood and repaint it and make it a super high dollar car. But it's such a nice looking car the way it is, just with a few chips and stuff like that. I thought the next guy might just want to buy it and have an awesome driver, something they can repaint and make a show car later. Driver's side door, really nice door there, no previous putty. Door panel is excellent, just like the passenger side, armrest base. It's not scuffed up at all in here. Carpet, sill plates, Grant GT steering wheel. Back package tray is in nice shape. It is a factory tack car, guys. Factory tack is not working because it's got MSD ignition in it, electronic ignition, so the factory tack is not hooked up. It's got an aftermarket Pro Tack that does work. Temperature gauge, running right around 190. Oil pressure at an idle, it's been running here for a while at 190. It's at 50 pounds. Heater fan works. Wipers work. It's got a horn button in it, the horn works. The radio antenna, this sound system works. You'll have to use a CD or put a new antenna or maybe hook it up. The antenna's not coming in very good on that Alpine. Gas gauge works in the factory console, nitrous button right here. motor, guys, don't have many miles on it. We do have some receipts and some information on that motor. It comes with the car, so. Car sounds fantastic. Speedometer works well. Just adjusting my mirrors here. Seats are really comfortable too. Not usually a fan of these aftermarket seats, but they fit your body really well. Speedometer doesn't bounce around at all. In second gear, 4,000 RPMs there. Four-wheel disc brakes, obviously stop nice and straight. The brake pedal's way up on it. First, second, third, fourth. Goes down the road fantastic. As far as the front suspension goes, does not need alignment, goes nice and straight down the road, and no hands on the wheel. Speedometer doesn't bounce at all. If anything, it might be reading about 5 miles an hour too slow. It says we're doing 55, it feels like we're doing about 60. The shocks feel great, the suspension's awesome. It's got subframe connectors, 4-speed shift's nice. Really fantastic driving little Nova. This is a paint job away from being just an absolutely gorgeous car, but as a driver right now, I like it just the way it is.